Good morning, Vinyl Community. It's me, JC, and I'm here to do another video. And this one is started by my main man, Chris Brophy, and it is albums that are out of print. I personally, for this thread, tried to stick with albums that were mainstream albums, maybe not some of the more obscure stuff that I love that I wish would get a vinyl repress, but more like, hey, I can't believe this is not in press. It was a big album, or it's from a big band, and that's what I'm sticking with. So let me start off by shouting out one of the bigger bands. Motley Crue has some of their biggest albums that are out of print, including the original leather pressing mix of the first album, which they easily could repress, make it a record store day record or something along that lines, and I'm sure people would go crazy. But how about Motley Crue 94? You know, this album, if you believe what you hear on YouTube, you know, is considered to be one of the most popular Motley Crue albums. I would have to agree. I think this is probably my second favorite Motley Crue album, and it is impossible to find. So I would say, come on, Motley Crue, stop hating. We got 2 Dr. Feelgood box sets in the last 10 years. You could give us a Motley Crue 94 or a leather pressing of the first album. That would be absolutely amazing. Next is one of the biggest bands of the 80s and 90s, and 2 of their biggest albums are out of print. The last time this band kind of reissued their catalog, they remixed it, and it did not go well. A lot of fans hate the remixes, but they would love reissues of the original mixes of their albums, and especially their 90s output, and that is Megadeth with their albums Countdown to Extinction and Euthanasia. Out of print, hard to find, on vinyl, obviously. So yeah, Megadeth. I don't know what you're thinking. Maybe you're going to do some big deluxe box set reissue, and that's why we're holding out. But both of these albums need to be repressed, either on vinyl or a deluxe box set. This one is the most shocking. Now, technically, it's in print, but it's only in print as a picture disc, and it's only in print if you buy a graphic novel, and you can order the picture disc with it. You might be able to order the picture disc separately now on the website, but that's Anthrax Among the Living. It's hard to fathom that this is the band's biggest album, and you can walk into a store right now and buy Worship music, which is great, and it's an awesome album too, but you can't buy Among the Living. You got to figure Anthrax is losing out, because if you know, how many people that are going to listen to this for the first time, 16, 17-year-old kids in the world, and then go buy Worship music, right? Because they've heard of this album. They've heard that it's considered to be one of the best thrash metal albums of all time. Also, Spreading Disease is out of print. Doesn't make a lot of sense. So Anthrax, come on. Next, and this is someone that I know has watched my channel before. Mr. Glenn Danzig, you know I'm a huge fan. If you are watching, I know you've watched before. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Let's reissue the first 4 albums. I do love what you do with Cleopatra Records, and I have no complaints. We get Danzig album reissues up the wazoo. But, come on. Let's do the first 4 albums. That would be amazing. And if you really want to make us happy, how about the Samhain catalog? Reissue all of it, my friend. We'll buy all of it, Danzig. Please. Come on. Let's do it. Please. Please, Glenn. Okay. And then lastly, how about Badlands? 2 of my favorite albums of the late 80s, early 90s. Now, I am lucky enough to have this on vinyl because I didn't CD. But how awesome would it be to reissue? Now, before you type in the comments, I know why we're not getting a reissue. I know the legal backstory. If you don't know it, you can Google it. But how awesome would it be for Badlands? Come on. Come on. Let's do it. All right, guys. That's it. Those are albums I think should be reissued, and they should probably be reissued today. All right. I will join you soon with another video. I'm on a plane to Dallas. Talk to you guys later.